I convinced a judge to release a drug dealer for his wedding day using an argument that made the prosecutor speechless as a public defender for 12 years. I've made countless arguments in court, but only one earned me a reputation as the wedding lawyer. It started with Marcus, a 28-year-old client caught red-handed in a meth lab with his girlfriend's children in the next room. The evidence was overwhelming. Active cook in progress, precursor chemicals everywhere, and Marcus literally wearing gloves and a mask when police burst in. The prosecutor loaded him with every charge possible: parenting, manufacturing, child endangerment, intent to distribute parent, and the judge denied bail. Marcus was looking at 15 to 20 years minimum. 2 days after his arrest, I visited Marcus in county lockup. Instead of discussing defense strategies, he had one question: can I still get married next Saturday? I almost laughed. Marcus, they caught you cooking meth with kids in the house. You are not getting out for a wedding. His eyes welled up. Lisa's pregnant. We've been planning this for a year. Her family's flying in from across the country. I explained the impossibility, but promised to try parent mostly to show him I was making an effort. I approached the prosecutor first, expecting an immediate rejection. You want me to release him a cook for his wedding? She scoffed. Why don't we just give him a honeymoon in Hawaii while we're at it? I filed a motion anyway, knowing it would fail. Judge Harrison was notorious for his tough stance on drug crimes, but I had noticed something about the judge during previous cases. He frequently mentioned his 42-year marriage and had photos of his large family displayed prominently in his chambers in court. The prosecutor methodically outlined why releasing Marcus was absurd. When my turn came, I ignored typical legal arguments entirely. Your Honor, the state has made valid points about public safety, but this motion isn't about Marcus's crimes. It's about Lisa, his fiancée Richard, who committed no crime but is about to have her wedding day destroyed. It's about the sanctity of marriage, an institution this court has always respected. I continued. Marcus, he's asking for 24 hours to fulfill a promise to the woman carrying his child, to stand before God and family and make a commitment that will benefit their child regardless of his incarceration. The prosecutor interrupted. Your Honor, this is ridiculous. He should have considered his wedding before cooking meth with children present. Judge Harrison raised his hand, silencing her. Mr. Davis, if I were to grant this extraordinary request, how would you ensure the defendant's return? I was prepared. Marcus's future father-in-law has offered to put up his house as collateral. I personally will accompany Marcus from jail to the ceremony and back. The courtroom fell silent as Judge Harrison considered. Finally, he spoke. Against my better judgment, I am granting this motion with strict conditions. The defendant will be released at 10 a.m. Saturday and must return by 10 a.m. Sunday. If he fails to return, everyone involved will face consequences. The prosecutor's mouth literally hung open. Saturday came. I picked up Marcus, watched him marry Lisa in a simple ceremony, and delivered him back to jail. Sunday morning turned 30 minutes early. 3 months later, Marcus accepted a plea deal for 8 years. At sentencing, Judge Harrison noted his compliance with the wedding release as evidence of character. Sometimes the most effective legal arguments aren't about law at all. They're about finding the human values that even the sternest judges can't ignore.